this eye-opening episode, we delve into the extraordinary lives and ironic demises of 25 inventors who tragically fell victim to their own groundbreaking inventions. From the pages of history to the annals of innovation, these stories reveal the thin line between genius and misfortune. Number 1. Midgley's Paradox, the unseen toll of leaded gasoline. The tale begins in the early 1900s with Thomas Midgley Jr., a figure standing at the crossroads of revolutionizing transportation. Leaded gasoline, his ingenious antidote to engine knocking, transformed the automotive landscape. Little did Midgley know that the very solution he engineered would unleash a silent menace: lead poisoning. As the use of leaded gasoline proliferated, so did the tragic toll on Midgley's health and her death. Number 2. Marie Curie's luminous legacy and the dark glow of radioactivity. Leaving the smoky garages and gasoline-laden air behind, our narrative ascends to the radiant brilliance of Marie Curie. Her pioneering work in radioactivity earned her 2 Nobel Prizes, but this tale is not merely one of accolades. In her quest to unlock the secrets of the atom, Curie became an unwitting martyr to her own discoveries. Before we move to number 3, if you are enjoying the video, please subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. Thank you. Number 3. Karel Sosek's Free Fall of Fate, the Illusion of Control. Transitioning to the late 20th century, we encounter the audacious dream of Canadian inventor Karel Sosek, his vision to conquer Niagara Falls in a specially reinforced barrel. The world watched in awe as Sosek plunged into the roaring cascade, only to witness the dream morph into a nightmare. The barrel, the very vessel designed for triumph, failed catastrophically, leading to his death. Number 4. Franz Reichelt, the perils of unchecked aspiration. Venturing further back in time, we stumble upon the early 20th century endeavors of Austrian inventor Franz Reichelt. His invention, the parachute suit, promised to redefine aviation safety. Yet, in a tragic demonstration from the Eiffel Tower, the parachute failed to deploy, leading to Reichelt's fatal plunge and death. Number 5. Valerian Abakovsky's train to tragedy, the Soviet dream derailed. The wheels of innovation carry us to Soviet Russia, 1920, where engineer Valerian Abakovsky envisioned a high-speed train called the Aerowagon, powered by an aircraft engine. This avant-garde creation aimed to redefine rail travel. However, during a test run, the Aerowagon derailed, claiming the lives of Abakovsky and several others. Number 6. The ghosts of the USS Princeton, the naval catastrophe, and John de Haven's enigma. The riveting tales of innovation continue with the tragic saga of the USS Princeton in 1844. Engineer John de Haven and Captain Robert Stockton collaborated on the creation of a naval gun, expecting glory. However, during a demonstration, the gun exploded, resulting in a fatal disaster. Number 7. Michael Dacre's Skyward Dream and the jet-powered Nightfall. As we soar through the late 20th century, British inventor Michael Dacre's dreams take center stage. His vision for personal air travel materializes in the Sky Whirl, a jet-powered amusement park ride. Yet, during a test run in 2009, the ride malfunctions, leading to a fatal accident and Dacre's untimely death. Number 8. The Lost Odyssey of Wan Hu, the rocket chair legacy revisited. Returning to the mythic tale of Wan Hu, the 16th century Chinese official, history provides a nuanced perspective. While legends suggest Wan Hu's early rocket chair experiment did not lead to his disappearance in space, the narrative becomes a metaphorical exploration of the mysteries surrounding early rocket propulsion and the risks inherent in pioneering uncharted territories. Number 9. William Bullock's Mechanical Irony, a printing press's fateful embrace. The wheels of time roll back to the 19th century, where inventor William Bullock reshaped the printing industry with the rotary printing press. However, his journey took a dark turn when a mechanical mishap led to a severe injury. Remarkably, Bullock continued to refine his invention, only to meet his end when he was fatally crushed by a component of the very printing press meant to bring efficiency to the world of publishing. Number 10. The final stunt of John Godfrey Parry Thomas, the fast lane to tragedy. The riveting stories of innovation culminate in the daring pursuits of Welsh engineer John Godfrey Parry Thomas, 1920. He aimed to break speed records with his racing car, Babs. Tragically, a chain drive on Babs snapped during a record attempt, leading to a fatal crash and his death. Number 11. Alexander Bogdanov and the Pursuit of Immortality, A red star's tragic end. In the early 20th century, Russian physician and philosopher Alexander Bogdanov ventured into uncharted territories with a fervent desire for eternal youth. Through numerous blood transfusion experiments, Bogdanov sought rejuvenation, but unknowingly sealed his fate and death. Number 12. Louis Slotin and the lethal core atomic ambitions unveiled. Amid the complexities of the Manhattan Project in 1946, Canadian physicist Louis Slotin found himself entangled with the ominous demon core. Engaging in critical experiments, Slotin's efforts to prevent a criticality accident ultimately failed. Exposure to lethal doses of radiation led to his tragic death, serving as a stark reminder of the perils and sacrifices inherent in the pursuit of nuclear advancements. Number 13. Otto Lilienthal's Wings of Ambition, Soaring Heights and Sudden Falls. Returning to the early 20th century, we revisit the story of German engineer Otto Lilienthal, the father of flight. Lilienthal's glider experiments revolutionized aviation, but his relentless pursuit of flight met a tragic end in 1896 when one of his gliders stalled, leading to a fatal crash. Number 14. William Nelson's Safety Paradox, A Life Saved, A Life Lost. In the 19th century, William Nelson sought to revolutionize firefighter safety with the invention of the safety hood. However, during a demonstration in Cincinnati, the safety hood malfunctioned, leading to Nelson's tragic death due to smoke inhalation. The irony of a safety device becoming the cause of its inventor's demise underscores the unpredictable nature of innovation and its unintended consequences. Number 15. Henry Smolinski and the AVE Mizar hybrid dreams shattered. Venturing into the 1970s, entrepreneur Henry Smolinski envisioned a future where cars could take flight. The AVE Mizar, a hybrid car airplane, was meant to revolutionize personal transportation. However, during a test flight, the detachable wings failed, resulting in a fatal crash that claimed Smolinski's life. Number 16. Horace Lawson Hunley and the ill-fated submarine, the depths of naval innovation. During the American Civil War, Confederate engineer Horace Lawson Hunley sought to change naval warfare with the creation of the H.L. Hunley submarine. Despite repeated sinkings during testing, the submarine successfully attacked an enemy vessel, but tragedy struck when Hunley lost his life. Number 17. Max Vallier's rocket dreams the fiery ascent of rocketry. In the early 20th century, German engineer Max Valier was a trailblazer in rocket propulsion. His experiments laid the foundation for future advancements in space travel. However, a tragic accident during a rocket engine test led to an explosion that claimed Valier's life. Number 18. Sylvester H. Roper and the Steam-Powered Odyssey, a pioneering ride. Turning the pages of history to the late 19th century, we encounter the story of Sylvester H. Roper, an American inventor with a passion for steam-powered machines. Roper's contributions extended beyond the realm of locomotives to a steam-powered motorcycle. Tragically, during a public demonstration in 1896, Roper suffered a fatal heart attack while riding his invention, underscoring the risks that accompany the pursuit of pioneering transportation technologies. Number 19. Thomas Andrews and the Titanic Tragedy, an Unsinkable Dream. In the early 20th century, shipbuilder Thomas Andrews stood at the helm of constructing the RMS Titanic, a vessel heralded as unsinkable. The tragic collision with an iceberg shattered the illusion, leading to one of the most infamous maritime disasters in history. Andrews, who designed the ship, chose to remain on board, helping passengers until the very end. Number 20. David G. Schwartz's Olympic ascent and the rocket belt plunge. In the mid-20th century, engineer David G. Schwartz aimed to defy gravity with the rocket belt, a personal jetpack. 1984. For Summer Olympics, provided the stage for a high-profile demonstration, but a malfunction led to a fatal crash. Number 21. Gerald Bull's Supergun, a tale of artillery and assassination. The late 20th century unfolds the saga of Gerald Bull, a Canadian engineer embroiled in controversial endeavors, including the creation of the Project Babylon supergun for Iraq. Bull's ambitions faced political turbulence, and his involvement led to his assassination in 1990. Number 22. Michael C. RIAs, and the legacy of personal air vehicles. In the late 20th century, British inventor Michael C. RIAs envisioned a future filled with personal air vehicles. Despite his ambitious dreams, his Sky Whirl amusement ride project tragically failed and led to his death, marking a poignant chapter in his journey of innovation and aspiration. Number 23. Mary Sherman Morgan's lethal elixir, the dark side of rocket propellant. In the mid-20th century, Mary Sherman Morgan, a chemist, played a crucial role in developing the rocket propellant iodine. While her contributions were vital to the space race, the toxic nature of the propellant ultimately took a toll on her health. Number 24. Richard Feynman in The Challenger Tragedy, a Nobel laureate's quest for truth. In the 1980, as Nobel laureate, Richard Feynman became a key figure in unraveling the truth behind the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. His investigative efforts exposed the flaws in the shuttle's design, contributing to a better understanding of the risks associated with space exploration. Number 25. Steve Irwin and the Sting of Wildlife Conservation. While not an inventor in the traditional sense, Steve Irwin, known as the Crocodile Hunter, revolutionized wildlife education and conservation through his bold approach. Tragically, during a documentary shoot in 2006, Irwin was fatally pierced by a stingray barb. In conclusion, the stories of these inventors tragically highlight the unpredictable and sometimes perilous nature of innovation. Their relentless pursuit of progress, despite the risks, reminds us of the fine line between brilliance and hazard that inventors often navigate. While we honor their memory and the contributions they've made to the world, let's also take a moment to appreciate the safer and more informed environment in which today's inventors operate.